right, hello everybody. I'm live. Super excited to be here today. And today is the boot camp. I'm going to be sharing with you how to grow a profitable service-based business and scale that with multiple clients. I'll be covering how to attract premium clients, how to price, how you need to structure your packages, what services to offer, niching, but most importantly, the structure that you need to be successful because a lot of people are online showing you how to get clients, how to make money. But if you don't know how to manage the clients once you get them, it's not going to be pretty. And I'll share with you exactly why today. All right, if you're watching this, do me a favor, comment below and say hello, say hi, please. Let me know you can see me, if you can hear me, everything's good before I start the presentation. And I actually have a presentation I'm going to be sharing with you today as well. All right. All right, let's see who we got. Let's look at the comments. All right. If you're here, say hello in the comments. Give me a smiley emoji. That also allows more people to see this as well. All right, Stacy, hi, how are you? I can bring you up here. So if you all have questions, this is an interactive workshop, and if I would like you to ask questions in the comments as I go through things and we can talk it through because I want to kind of understand what you're struggling with and I can try to give you some guidance on that. And then it'll just allow me to really talk about what's needed to succeed because I don't know about you, but have you been looking at the news and the economy and what's going on? You cannot work in a 9 to 5 job. I mean, not that you can't work a 9 to 5 job. You can't rely on a 9 to 5. You have to make this business work. That's just let's just keep it real. You have to make this business work because we're in a situation right now where we just can't rely on it, right? So if you want to, let's say you're in a 9 to 5 now, let me know in the comments that anybody in their job and they're also doing the business part-time or because they're laying people off and stuff like that, right? If you already have a business, right? You need to go all in on it right now. Okay. And I'm going to be talking about the best way to set up and structure your business so that you can have location independence. Okay. Location independence right now is also really important because you want to have the ability to get up and leave whenever you want, especially if you live here in the United States. Let's just keep it real. Okay. All right. So I work 9 to 5. I'm doing this part time. Awesome. All right. Anybody else want to share? We have some other people who are trying to do this as well. So I want to also tell you something too, and I plan to talk about it today. So I actually started my business and I grew it to $15,000 a month while I was in a corporate 9 to 5 job working as a project manager, IT project manager. Okay. And so I'll be talking about that with you today because I think that if you're in a 9 to 5, this is your opportunity to use your business to fund your side hustle, right? With me, when I grew my business, any money that I made from the side business, I use that for savings, I use that to pay off debt. And so the way we're going to talk about it today, this business model I'm going to share with you today is structured so that you can, if you want to like stay in your, like you don't have to leave your 9 to 5. You could just keep doing your business part time and scale your business to multiple six figures like I did. And the only reason why I left the job was because they did layoffs and they let people go. Otherwise, I would have just kept working. Okay. Because the way this my business model is set up, I can work because I have systems, I have a team, and I have a marketing agency, and we provide different types of services. And then I have virtual assistants who do all the client work. Okay. So I know some of you joined this today. I'm just also yapping away because I'm just waiting for a few more people to join. So let me know in the chat, what are you really trying to accomplish with your business this year? And how serious are you in growing this, right? In order for, I'm just going to keep it real. I am a business coach and I coach people. I've mentored over 600 people. I have had multiple clients and students grow a six-figure business. The people who are successful, they have a drive, okay? You gotta really want to have a business. It's not like, oh, that would be nice. That's not how it works. Because if you're not already like a billionaire, okay, you're going to have things working against you. Your time is working against you. If you have kids and family, they're going to want your time, and you're going to be just battling time. The time battle is probably the biggest battle, right? And then the energy to show up and make sure you got everything going on, okay? So I grew my business to a multiple six-figure business. I got laid off from the job, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to stay doing my business because I'm making 10, 15K a month, so I'm not going to go back. And here I am today, okay? But I really just want to say that you absolutely need to really, really want this. I don't know about you, I'm really an entrepreneur at heart, and I don't want to rely on other people to tell me how much money I can make. Okay? Let me know in the chat if you agree, right? I don't also want to rely on people to tell me when I can take vacation, when I can't, when I need to be sick, when I can't take off, like all those things, right? I got somebody here. Amy said, my goal is to double my income, which is pretty small. I'm really trying to avoid having to go back. So, Amy, what I want to say something. There's also people watching this stream who already started their business, but they're not making enough money. And if you're a business owner right now and you're not making enough money, you're not hitting 10K a month, this all applies to you. Because you don't want to have to go back to the 9 to 5, right? I don't want to go back, right? We don't want to go back. So even if you already do this full time, many people are only making $3,000 a month. That's not enough if you live in North America, okay? So I live in the United States, the cost of living is crazy, but crazy. It's a lot of money. Food costs, healthcare, home, just everything is just going up and going up and going up. So we have to make sure that as business owners, we're making enough money to do it full time. Okay. So you're gonna need at least minimum 7K a month, right? 7K a month minimum. That should be your goal. And ultimately your goal should be 10K and higher, 15K. And you can do it. You can absolutely do this, but you need to have the right structure. Because today I plan to talk to you about how to attract high paying clients. High paying clients could be, hold on, let me take this one down. High paying clients could be established businesses, corporations, businesses who have multiple locations, they have a staff. And so when you get clients like that, where you get like your first $50,000 contract, your first $100,000 contract, you need to know how to deliver. And so you need the right systems in place. So we're going to be talking about, yes, I do offer paid consultations one-to-one if you want to work with me. But I also have a group coaching program, which I'm going to talk about today. And if you join now today, while we're live on this live stream, you can save $500 off the normal price of the program because we're going to be raising the price this week. So I will share the details of that program, and that's where we get to work together for the next 12 months to help you hit 7 to 10K a month. That's the goal of that program because I want you to be successful. I want you to have enough money to live well, to take care of your family, to take care of your community. And in this time that we're going through a crazy time right now. Okay, we're going through a crazy time. And so we need to be in community with other business owners, other entrepreneurs. Okay. All right. So we got somebody else. I have another one business. I've just launched my marketing business and my goal is to build a community. Yes, that's great. All right. Awesome. I have someone else. I think I want to double my income. And okay, I talked about that. All right, awesome. So let's talk about, tell me in the chat, what type of services do you want to offer? Okay, because this training is for you if you want to offer social media management, digital marketing, paid ads, email marketing, virtual assistant services, AI consulting, and AI strategy. Any type of done for you service, right? I'm going to be covering that because a done for you service business is unlike any other type of business. It's just not like other businesses. It's not like a coaching business, right? Coaches don't really have to do much work. They just meet with their clients on the phone, they just talk to them, and then they're done. They don't have to build the website. They don't have to write the captions. They don't have to do the email marketing. Like they're not doing Done for you services, social media, email marketing, podcast management, web design, graphic design, AI, all these different things are very, very time intensive. And today I'm going to share with you, like, you can use AI tools to help you speed it up. But in order even to do that, you need to have a good system and workflow for the AI to be good, because you can't just type things in ChatGPT and just click copy and paste, because it's going to sound bad and it's not going to result in conversions. You need to your copy has to be good, and so you need to know how to really manipulate ChatGPT and structure and program it so it gives you the right outputs. Okay, so if you what was I gonna say? Yeah. So anyway, sorry, I'm reading the comments. I'm talking. So done for you services. So here's the deal. Even though done for you services do take a little bit more time, with the right systems in place, you as the business owner, you could focus on growing the business and sales. And I'm going to talk to you about the systems you need to have in the back end so that you keep getting clients and you keep helping them and you're not having to do the day to day. Okay. Because you don't want to be a solo freelancer who is stuck on their laptop all day. Because if you're working all these hours and you have two, three clients, you're just doing all the work by yourself. How are you going to have time to get four, five, six, seven clients, right? You need at least like 5 to 10 clients to hit six figures. Let's just keep it real. You don't want to just have one client, because then it's like that's a job. If that one client goes away, then you're out of work. You have to have multiple clients so that if one client says, hey, I'm not going to work with you, you have 5 other clients who are paying you in monthly recurring revenue. Okay. All right. So we have a few different types of people. We have oop, this person's Anastasia. I think she said, I want to offer social media, virtual assistant, um, and you want to offer AI. This is great. Content development, freelance writing. Awesome. That's important. We have someone wants to say they want to offer VA outsourcing or VA. This is great. And Amy, I want to learn more about when paying ads can be beneficial. I want to also learn about SEO. Okay, awesome. And someone said, I'm leaving my toxic job to focus on my business full time. I have a VA agency with one team member looking to grow. I have 7 to 8K per month. Awesome. All right. Listen, I know about toxic jobs. They can be pretty toxic, you know. At some point, this is what I'm saying. Like, you have to go back to what's your why, right? Like, for you, looks like Franchelle, right? You are like, that would be like my motivation to get away from the toxicity, to free up my emotional space so I have my own schedule. I can wake up when I want, I can sleep when I want, I can go on vacation when I want, I could do what I want in my own pajamas, okay, at home. And you just have that freedom. And also, when you have your own business and you're doing it full time, you get to choose the type of clients you want to work with. You can say no to certain people, you can say yes to others. Alicia said she wants to do VA outsourcing. All right. So I'm interested, Franchelle, if you don't mind sharing, what do you feel like is holding you back from getting more clients? You could put that in the chat, and then I could try to really give you clear things I think you should start working on. All right. These are really good. It looks like everybody has a mix of marketing, VA services, AI. So it's a nice mix of done for you services. All right. Well, looks like we have some people here. If you're watching, say hello in the chat. Let me know what services you want to offer in your business and what questions you may have, so I can go through that during the training and help you out. All right. So we are ready to go. So let me go ahead and share my screen and we can start with the presentation. I am super excited. Let me go ahead and do share screen. All right. I am here, and let's go ahead and make sure y'all can see this pretty well. 90%. Oops. This whole thing just needs to, I think I'll just do the slideshow. All right. So you all can see me, right? Okay. Yes. Amazing. Yay. We have someone else that wants to offer OBM services and VA. Franchelle said, I wasn't putting a lot of time and effort to gain them because I was busy with work, but now I have the time trying to figure out where to find them. Okay, cool. Tia said she wants to understand systems, or she's going to offer systems for a VA agency, or she wants to learn that. All right, cool. So let's talk about I'm going to talk about starting and going a profitable service business with my three-part framework. Okay. So this training is for you if you're a service provider, VA, social media manager, digital marketer, and you want to create a business that can run without you. Or maybe you haven't got started, you're just in the beginner phase, and maybe you're in a 9 to 5 job and you want to start and grow that business. I'm also going to talk about how to do that. And then it's also for you if you want to grow a business that generates income but doesn't take up all of your time. Okay. Who here wants bullet point number 3? To have free time, to be able to live their life and not have to be glued to their laptop all the time. Because what's the point of starting a service-based business, social media, VA, marketing, but you're always on your laptop? Because that's what happened to me. I was working 24/7 all the time, right? All the time. Oh, I had somebody said, can clients be toxic too? Yes, but here's the deal. You can, if you have multiple clients, let's say you have 5, 10 clients, and you have 1 or 2 toxic clients, you can fire them and you still have other clients. So you can choose who you want to work with. You can just say, no, I don't want to work with you. So I would say working out. But in order to have that freedom and flexibility, you need multiple clients. Okay. And does everybody understand that? Why you need multiple clients? It's so important. Because otherwise, if you don't have multiple clients, it's like you have a job, right? Because of that one person, like you're putting all your eggs in one client, all your eggs in one basket, that is the same as a job. So I just want to be clear that if you want freedom and flexibility, you need multiple clients, okay? All right. I would love more free time. I need to learn what type of service I can offer that I want to work. All right. And we have multiple revenue streams. Yes, that's what you need. You need multiple revenue streams, steady cash flow, right? All right. So, she said, I struggle with time managing the last time I was full time. I don't want to do that again. Okay, I get it. All right. So, this is what I'm talking about. So, I'm going to really talk about bullet point number 3. That's like the main part of this because I want to tell you something. A lot of people on Instagram, social media, they're like, oh, this is how you become an ads manager. This is how you become a social media manager. This is how you become a virtual assistant. But they don't tell you that once you start making money and getting clients, all the headaches you have to deal with because you're going to be overwhelmed with so much. But here's the deal. This is the type of business right now, done for you services are in high demand. People want someone to build their website. People want someone to build their funnels. People want someone to post on social media. People want to pay somebody to do paid advertising. People want to pay a virtual assistant to do all types of services. Okay? Whatever it is that they need help with, to run their back end system, to do customer service, to reach out to people. They will pay you a lot of money if you set up your business the right way. In fact, right now, that's the most important thing, right? It's really just focusing on the people who need the help. Okay, so somebody said, how do I get my first client? I offer social media, focus on social media. All right, definitely we're going to talk, we're planning to talk all about that. All right, so let's go into the training, okay? All right, so you want to have a business that lets you do meaningful work, have financial freedom, and spend more time with your family. About me, years ago, I started my business 10 years ago. And really, the first, so I had I had a long journey of my business. Okay. I've been doing this for more than 10 years. When I first started the first time, I was out of work and I was like, I just want to, like, this is like a long time ago. Okay. And I was out of work and I was like, I don't want to have to go back. So I'm going to try to do freelance work. So I started doing helping small businesses. I started doing blogging, SEO, and then I grew to social media management. I got my first high paying client paying me $2,000 a month. But what happened was I was so busy working with like 1 or 2 clients that I didn't have time to go find additional clients. Okay. And that kept me very stuck and I burnt out. So I went ahead and I got a job. Real story. Okay. I got a job and I kept my business on the side. I did not stop my business. What I did was I went and hired virtual assistants to do all the client work. And I was able to scale and grow my business to multiple 6 figures. Okay. That's what I'm telling you. Like, I'm not telling you that like, I'm not anti 9 to 5. I'm just saying that you don't want to be too comfortable and you don't want to rely on that only. Does that make sense, everybody? I want you all to like understand the mindset you need to have, right? So you can use your 9 to 5 job to fund your business. Okay. All right. So I decided to start my business. I even got the job, right? I started offering social media content creation, lead generation. And I had multiple clients. I can tell you the first time I did this, I had multiple clients. I was able to do this work full time, but I struggled. I tried to do all the work by myself as a solo social media manager. That was my biggest mistake. Okay. Social media management and marketing services is very intensive. You know, these platforms are constantly changing. Instagram's changing, Facebook, TikTok, all of these different platforms, LinkedIn, they're constantly changing all the time. So I was constantly just doing all these things, and I was also doing all types of services. When my clients asked me to do advertising, I did ads, I did copywriting, I wrote their blog posts, I did their emails. Okay, I need to do this. I need to, like, everything was just all over the place because anytime they wanted me to do something, I just jumped and said yes to it. Okay. I tried to do everything myself. I got burnt out. I was working 50 hours a week, no freedom. It didn't feel like good. Okay. It did not feel good. All right. So I never had time to find new clients because I was stuck doing all the client work myself. So then I realized something had to change. Fast forward, I hired a virtual assistant to help me with my client work. That freed up my time. Okay. And then I got this job because I was like, okay, I'm going to work this job and build this business. I started hiring more assistants. I built up a small team. I started offering more premium services like building funnels, automation for clients. This allowed me to actually charge $12,000 and higher paid in full. Okay. So here's what happened. I grew to $15,000 a month and then the job laid me off. Okay, that's what happened. So this is why I'm telling you that if you're in a 9 to 5 job, you got to get very serious about going the side hustle. Like you need to make this your focus, okay? Because at any time, again, they could just decide, yeah, we're done. But here's the beautiful thing. I'm making 15K a month, all right? And I have money saved. I was able to pay off my debt, and I had a full-fledged self-run agency. I built an agency business with systems and virtual assistants. I hired the VAs, I trained them, I built systems around all the different processes. I have an agency today. I have VAs who do all the client work. Okay. So someone said, do you tell your clients that you outsource? Yes. From day one, they know that I have an agency because I set up my website, I set up all my social media. Like everything is like we are an agency from day one. Okay. So my goal, my job in my business is to be the CEO. I do the sales, I mentor my team, I train them, and I mentor the clients. Once a month, we have a strategy session. My VA actually is able to do that as well. Okay. So she can also run the strategy sessions. But that's it. I'm not posting to the client social media. I'm not writing the captions. I'm not even in contact with the clients. I only talk to them once a month. The VA talks to the client every single week. So I have a VA and we assign the VA to work on the client's account. Does that make sense, everybody? Let me know. All right. So here's the other thing. I started to see that clients needed more help with back-end automation and streamlining their systems. So I created a virtual assistant agency. So the way my business is now, it's basically we sign on the client, we help them with their marketing, and they get assigned to with a virtual assistant. Okay. So the VA, they are talking to the VA every single week. They have questions, they go ask the VA. The VA tells them. They're not coming to me. A lot of you here, I'm just gonna keep it real. Look, I'm a coach. I'm not gonna be soft. I'm gonna push you. Okay. All right. So let's just keep it 100. A lot of women, this is what I find a lot of the women in the freelancer space, social media manager space, they're so, you cannot let your clients walk all over you. You have to tell them from day one, this is how it is, this is how we work with you, and this is our process. And so what I do is I have VAs, they work with me in my business, and then I assign them to the client. Does that make sense? Okay. So, Tia, I actually have a whole process on how to find, screen, and vet the virtual assistant, but more so importantly, how to train them. The biggest problem that people have when they try to go start their own VA agency and they don't have a mentor to help them is they don't know how to train the VAs, and then the VA doesn't do a good job, and then they get upset like, "Oh, I try to hire and they would just like, because you need to have a process of vetting and then you have to have a process of mentoring and training them over time. And you have to show up as a leader, okay? This is where leadership skills are really, really, really important, okay? And you have to know how to talk to them correctly, how to motivate them. There's a whole system that is super, important. Now, I want to say this too. If you're based in North America, okay, and you are like your clients are are in the US, you have to really be on top of it because this is the other thing. Who here I'm in the United States. So we do marketing campaigns and we help US based businesses, right? You can't just let the VA work with the client directly. You have to have a system to control the whole thing, okay? That's really, really important. Okay. So that's that. All right. So let's go into more because, all right. So I created a virtual assistant agency where we match VAs with small business owners. I also offer consulting services. So here's a screenshot of where I've made over $15,000 in one day for funnel automation services. I trained my virtual assistant to build the automated funnels for my clients and I focus on selling the service. Okay. So you see here $15,000 in one day. So once you have the systems in place, then you have to know how to sell your services. Okay. So you need to know how to sell. Selling the services is your job as the CEO of your business. Okay. Y'all understand that? If you don't know how to find clients and pitch them on a sales call, you won't be able to do this, right? You have to know how to pitch them and how to sell to them. So you need sales skills. Write this down. The number one skill you need to have is how to sell. Okay. You need to know how to sell, right? Does that make sense? If you don't know how to sell, you won't have money to hire virtual assistants. You need the money to come in. So you have two things you have to do. You need to get the clients and then you need to know how to deal with them on the back end with the hiring the VAs. If you don't know how to sell and you try to go get a VA, you'll be paying and you'll be in the red, okay? Does that make sense? Okay. So I teach you how to do this inside of my mentorship program, Launch Your Online Agency. Just FYI, I'm gonna explain to you how it works and how you can work with me if you want to join. Because otherwise, if you try to do this by yourself, a lot like I'm not trying to sound. I'm just gonna keep it real. I see some people here in the chat that have been following me for a long time, and you tried to do it by yourself. It didn't work. It didn't work. You're still in a 9 to 5 job. You're not getting clients. You don't know how to get good VAs, and you don't know how to sell. So you need to work with a mentor, and you need to take action. And not only that, you need to have the right mindset. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Okay. I actually, Amy, I teach you how to sell your services inside the Launch Your Online Agency program. I'm going to open enrollment in a few minutes. I'm literally going to share the link and everything. You can learn about it if you want to join. So if you join today, you're going to get mentorship with me to help you set up a sales plan to go get clients within the next 90 days and to hit your 10K goal. You're going to work with me. I'm going to show you where to go find clients, how to outreach to them, how to get them on a call, what to say on the phone call, how to pitch them, how to submit the proposal, what to say on the proposal, because you got to know what to say, and you need to know how to price strategically so they'll feel comfortable working with you. And then I'll help you with your onboarding process so they feel really good and they want to continue working with you. Yes, that's the number one thing, sales skills, okay? There's a lot of different ways to get clients. So the other thing I want to tell you too is a lot of businesses don't trust people now. So trust has gone down, okay? So you can't just go DM somebody on, Instagram and be like, "Hey, here's my services, you want to work with me?" they don't trust people. They don't trust you, they don't trust people, okay? That's the problem. They don't trust people. So trust is very, very low. So you have to know, especially if you live in the US or if you live in Europe. We have people in the program who are in Europe, they're in Australia, they're in the United States, they're in Canada, and we're dealing with a lot of these countries, in these regions with businesses that are local. They prefer to work with somebody local. They actually prefer that. Okay, so if you're in the United States, or if you're in, maybe you're in Europe or whatever, you want to build a relationship with local businesses and you want to be seen as somebody they can trust. Okay. So in my coaching program, I show you how to connect with your local community to build a pipeline of leads, and so that they trust you over all the competition. Because there's a lot of people right now just pitching people, just going into their DMs, just sending emails, just emailing people, just random, right? In my inbox, I get so many people trying to pitch me. I don't even know who these people are. I don't know if I can trust them. I'm not gonna just pull up my credit card and click on a link. Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Let me know in the chat. Does that make sense? So that method where you just go and like just try to like, DM people is not gonna work in 2026 because people don't trust you. People don't trust people. They need to know, like, and trust you. Okay. That's very, very important. All right. So I just wanted to make sure. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't work. All right. So let's go to the next one. All right. So I created an agency business. I hired virtual assistants to do all my client work. I created a system that my VAs could easily follow to help clients. I documented my process. This gave me free time while also making more money. Outsourcing is in demand. So a lot of businesses want to outsource. A lot of small to mid-sized companies and large companies are outsourcing. They're hiring people for marketing campaigns, social media, organic, short form video, paid advertising, and they're hiring virtual assistants for customer service, call center, for AI automations, for various things. I mean, if you want to grow a virtual assistant agency, there's a lot of ways you can help health and wellness clinics. You can help law firms. You can help real estate. There's just so much. So outsourcing is projected to attain a value of $620 billion by 2032. 66% of U.S. companies outsource at least one department. 81% of organizations plan to outsource in the next 3 to 5 years. There's a huge demand from businesses of all sizes for outsourced support. Your agency can provide this. All right, so today I'm going to show you how to build this out with virtual assistants, okay? So even if you want to offer social media, web design, you're going to need VAs, and I'm going to talk to you about using AI, but you need to have the right workflows for AI to make sense, okay? Because, so my agency, right? Let me just go real straight. I have an agency. I'm going to just kind of, all right, real quick. I have an agency, so what I do is every single week, I'm training my team on how to write captions for social media. Because if you just be like, hey, just use ChatGPT and just copy and paste, people can tell it's ChatGPT and it just sounds horrible. So what I do is I train the VAs on how to make the ChatGPT sound like a human being, because we have this whole process. When we onboard the client, there's a bunch of different steps we do. And then I'm involved. I create the strategy for the client. Then it's an actual document. Okay. Then I hand that document, virtually to my assistant. And then she's going to implement on the strategy that I created. Okay. I just want to be clear because I think there's a lot of misconceptions about like using AI for content. So, because there's a lot of bad content out there. I'm just going to keep it real. There's a lot of bad AI slop. All right. So the first thing is this. Okay. Let's talk about. I get really passionate about this topic. I just get super passionate. All right. First thing I want to talk about is the 3 mistakes you need to avoid with your business. Okay. Regardless of your business model. Number one, you have to stop thinking that you have to do all the client work. This is the number one mistake. This looks like some people will delay launching their agency because they think, oh, I have to do client work first. I have to have all the experience. I have to know how to do every single type of marketing strategy that exists. And then I can go get clients. And absolutely not. That's just not going to work. Okay. You want to offer multiple services, but you're afraid because you don't have direct experience in the skill or that area. And this happens because you underestimate your leadership systems and strategy skills. You believe clients will only hire you if you've done it all before, and imposter syndrome kicks in. Who can relate to that? Feeling like, oh, I can't do it, or you just start overthinking everything, right? So you don't have to know every single thing. If I mean, honestly, the truth is, I am not that good at everything. I can't do everything. So I just hire people who are good at it and I place them in the client to work with the client. That's all I do. I go find people who know how to do graphic design, who know how to do web design, who know how to do AI automation, and I let those people do it. Why are you going to try to do every single damn thing? I'm sorry. I'm so passionate about this. I'm a coach. I'm going to coach you. And I just have to tell you the truth. I want you to succeed, right? I'm gonna tell you something too. This is 2026 is a year of I'm not gonna be soft and softy. I'm not gonna tell people what they want to hear. I'm gonna tell you the truth, the facts, okay? All right. I get spicy during this time. All right. Giving that all away is hard for me in a way. Yeah, so it's too much to do. So I go find people who know how to do it and then they do it. I don't know about you. I'm a mom, I'm a woman, I have family. I just can't I'm not going to be working 20 hours, on the laptop. So, okay. So if you're trying to do all the client work yourself, you're going to hit an income ceiling. You're going to burn out doing 20-hour tasks. You're going to waste time trying to learn tasks and you could just outsource to somebody who knows how to do it. And then you miss out on potential high ticket clients who just need a skilled person to help them and you can go get a VA to do it. And you don't want to be a freelancer because, like, when you do that, you're building a job for yourself and not a business. So, what happens when you stop doing this? You can have the space and time to build a team of skilled VAs who can handle all of your client work, social media management, content creation, even Facebook ads, funnels, automation, AI automation, everything. Clients will trust you because they're going to trust you to manage and lead them, not do it all. You free up your time to focus on growing the business and you go faster by focusing on what you do best. Now, I know a lot of you are going to ask me, well, some people have said it in the past. Um, okay, this is a great one. Hold on. Thank you for commenting. So she's saying, I'm all the above. I'm learning GHL now too because I feel like I have to. Okay, GHL, I know how to use it. I don't know it 100%. I have a team I have a person on my team who handles all of our GHL. I'm not going to do that. Anybody use GHL before? Look, GHL, I love it. If you have an agency, absolutely. I teach people how to we teach people how to do it inside the coaching program, Launch Your Online Agency. So if you want to join Launch Your Online Agency, we give you all the templates, we give you workflows from GHL. We give you all that. But guess who does that? My team. My team. I have an automation specialist. He's the one that's setting this up for even the coaching program, right? So I have someone who does that. In fact, my agency sets up, we actually set up Go High Level websites and workflows and automations. I just direct them and I guide them on it. Okay. Yes, it is Go High Level. We have that. So if you join the agency program that I'm going to open enrollment for today, we guide you on how to set it up and how to do it. So we give you templates for your website. We give you templates for client onboarding. We give you hiring scripts through Go High Level. We have a Go High Level hiring and vetting process for virtual assistants. Okay, just FYI. All right. So I want to answer all objections. So Tia said my main issue with scaling is when to hire, when I get the clients up before. So it really just depends, and this is something that we help you do in the program. So you can go get a client first, okay, and then get the VA, okay. So you can go get the client, and so this basically what I do in my business is and this is how I've done it. Excuse me. I actually go sell the service, and then I tell the client about sorry. I tell the client about the process. We have a process, which is the onboarding process, okay? So you can get the client first and then work with the client to get them set up with the VA, okay? So that's a whole process we teach you inside of Launch Your Online Agency. All right, next one. Okay, so let me give you an example. I have a client of Launch Your Online Agency and a student, Vera. She was, she joined, she had 11 kids, she was living in Hawaii, she had a full-time job. She started her virtual assistant agency after joining the Launch Your Online Agency program, and she got a $54,000 contract. She went and just found people first, and then she went and got VAs, okay? And we teach you how to do this after she took the Launch Your Online Agency program. And she made six figures within her first year of joining LYOA, okay? So there is a whole process that we teach you. We teach you how to do it inside the program, and it's a lot that we give you all the scripts, we give you the whole process, okay? And this is part of the reason why LYOA is a 12-month mentoring program right now, because it takes 12 months to set up all the systems to get clients, and it takes 12 months to hit consistent 10K a month, meaning that you have recurring revenue. So you're going to stack every client, right? You get your first client, they pay you $1,000 a month. You get client number two, you charge them $1,500 a month. You keep stacking the revenue on top of each other so you can hit that recurring monthly amount. Okay. Monthly revenue is really, really important. Okay. So, mistake number two, focusing on clients who cannot afford their services. So, this is another thing people do. Those of you watching that are struggling to get clients, a lot of times you're focusing on clients who don't have the money. That's just the bottom line. You're trying to sell your services to startups, solo entrepreneurs, side hustlers who don't have consistent income, and you feel like you're always convincing people of your value instead of attracting clients who already know they need support. You're booked out with low-paying clients who take up all your time. And the reason why this happens is because you haven't positioned your business or your agency as a premium solution for established businesses, or you're afraid to raise your prices, or you're afraid to narrow your niche. You need to be really specific about who you're going after. Okay. Now, when it comes to niching, you can, decide to have one main industry, or you can have multiple. I typically like to do multiple. If you're just getting started, I say just have like maybe 3 or 4 industries you're going to focus on. But you want to make sure that those industries are profitable, that these are industries that are in high demand, that like it's a growing industry, right? Health and wellness, legal services, AI right now is really big, right? So you want to make sure you're in the right one. So what this can cost you is that when you work with low paying clients, you have low profit margins, there's barely enough money to pay yourself for the growth of business. You waste time trying to learn tasks that you could just outsource because you don't have enough money, because you're not charging enough money. You end up studying low value work, leaving no time or energy to focus on growth systems or high level strategy. You're going to feel frustrated and exhausted. You're going to end up burning out. Okay. What happens when you start working with premium clients? You start attracting established businesses with real budgets and real problems to solve. You're going to build a sustainable business with fewer clients, more impact, and higher revenue. And you no longer have to convince people because they come ready to work and invest in your services. Okay. This is very important. So Shannon is one of my star students of Launch Your Online Agency. She was a stay-at-home mom who wanted to stay with her family, and she didn't want to have to go back to her 9 to 5. She used the templates and strategies to grow her business to $12,000 per month, focusing on a profitable niche in the tech industry. And she focused on a premium service, content creation, and content writing. And she was able to build an agency, and now she has a team of freelancers doing her client work. All right. So this is what you need to do. Now, mistake number 3 is you don't think like a CEO. Okay, so this is important. Let's talk about this CEO mindset you need. You need to have the right mindset for success. You realize, does anyone want to understand what mindset is? If there's no, like, you don't know what that means, I'll explain. So, mindset is the thought that you have every single day when you wake up in the morning. You have to be thinking the right way. Okay, in fact, the people who don't succeed, and I'm talking about, even this was me a long time ago. This is me when I first started. You're thinking, oh, I can't charge too much. I'm too afraid to ask for $2,000 a month. I'm afraid to ask for 5K. I'm afraid to charge $10,000 pay in full. And these are things that aren't like this. You don't have any evidence to say people are going to say no, right? So you have to go after, you need to focus, number one, on getting the right premium offer that's going to solve a problem, understanding how to articulate the value of your offer, and building up know, like, and trust. And one of the ways to do that is testimonials, which I show you in the program. But also, the issue is stop trying to go after startup businesses. Okay. Startup businesses are like oh, somebody that you know in the neighborhood, your cousin or friend, somebody who owns like a little hair salon in your neighborhood, they don't have the money to pay you $2,000 a month. Okay. So you don't want to go to them. You want to go to a chiropractor. You want to go to a law firm office. These people are making money. You want to go to an insurance brokerage firm. You want to go to a established real estate brokerage firm. Stop trying to be a savior and help people. And I see a lot of women deal with this. Okay. Yes. Startups equal broke. Okay. They don't have money. Don't go to them. Does that make sense? Let me know if you have questions about this. Go to a staff. I just gave you a bunch of niches: chiropractors, doctors' offices, real estate, insurance, law firms. Okay. I started making more money when I started focusing on law firms and I started to niche down in the law firm niche. All right. This is going to cost you your damn time and sanity. You're going to feel like frustrated. Okay. You're going to be in hustle mode because you're not working with a premium clients. You're going to stay stuck doing all the work yourself, just making enough to get by. You can't sell or pass your business down because it relies on you. Okay. So you have to think like a CEO. So you want to start building systems so that your business can run on autopilot. So you want to have a premium offer. You want to set up your business with the right structure, and you want a business that doesn't rely on you, and you don't want to think like a freelancer. You have to think like a CEO. A CEO. That means you're building a business for the long term. You need to have long term, long range thinking, like the next 5 to 10 years. Okay. That's how you need to be thinking. You're building the infrastructure so you have an engine, an ATM machine that's going to spit out money to you and your family for the next 10, 15 years. You can retire with it, you can sell it as an asset. Okay. Does that make sense? CEO thinking. So change your mindset to think long term. Stop thinking about just, oh, I just need to make money tomorrow. You can absolutely get a client, but you want to have the right structure so that that client's going to give you reviews and then refer you to other people. And then you have the compound effect and it just multiplies. Okay. All right. Freelancer versus agency. A freelancer is a one person business, limited income potential, can't take on too many clients. An agency has unlimited income potential. Now, I want to say this: you don't have to hire 20 virtual assistants. You can just have one VA. You can have a boutique agency. Okay. Boutique agency. Does that make sense? A boutique agency is where you just have one or two people helping you. And it really just depends on how you want to structure your business. And I teach both methods. So Imani did what I told her. She stopped going after little startups, people who weren't serious, who weren't making money, and she started going after corporations. Okay, and she built an agency making $15,000 per month. She used the strategies in the launch online agency course and high-paying corporate clients. Now she has a team of virtual assistants from around the world who do all her client work. She created a system so that she could remove herself from implementation and focus on leading her team. Okay, you could be the next Imani. Who wants to be the next one? The next Imani. 15K, an agency, a business that runs on autopilot. Let me know in the chat. You can do this. Let's make 2026 the year that we change our mindset and we stop our limiting beliefs. We have to stop these limiting beliefs. All right, let's go. Yes, Amy. You get it, right? Okay, you get it. You see the vision. All right, my three-part framework for a profitable VA agency. Number one, offer design. So you want to define the tasks that your agency is going to offer, so the services, okay? Social media, digital marketing, whatever service you want. I mean, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Because like I told you, you're going to hire people who know how to do it. So you don't have to know every single thing. So you want to also create service packages, hourly, retainer, or productized. You want to price them based on value, not just time. You want to align your offers with a specific niche or type of client. If you're unclear about what you offer, and your prospects will be as well, you want to have a clear outcome focused offer that positions your agency as a professional solution, not a random freelancer, a random social media manager, a random VA. You know what happened to me? I remember years ago when I first started doing social media management, I had reached out to this lady on this lady, no, she reached out to me on LinkedIn, and we did a discovery call, and she kind of treated the discovery call like it was an interview. Like she was interviewing me. I was like, no, I have an agency. Like, I have a VA that's so there's some people who think like that. Okay. So you have to make sure that you're structuring it and you're very, very, this is like in the very, very beginning, before. All right. Benefits. This allows you to attract clients who already want exactly what you offer, and it's easier to delegate you to your team because the scope is clearly defined. All right. A lot of people don't clearly create their packages, which is hourly, productized, or retainer based. It just depends. So if you want to create like a marketing agency, I recommend you have a productized services flat fee. Okay. So let's say you're going to do social media, you want to have like different tiers, levels. Like if they want you to post 3 times a week versus 5 times a week, you're going to charge different prices based on how much content you have to create every single month. If you're doing a VA agency where I tell people to definitely sell a package of monthly hours. So sell the hours. Like my agency, we match businesses with a marketing assistant. Okay. So they'll get a dedicated social media manager, and there's a certain amount of hours they pay for every month, but they have to pay for the whole thing. So let's say we have a package that's like part-time, 750 a month. They have to pay full at the beginning of the month. So it's not like every week we're like, okay, we just work 3 hours a week, and the next week we work 10 hours. You have to pay the 750. And if you don't use the hours, we're you don't get a refund. You don't get like we don't roll them over. You just pay a flat retainer. Okay. That's one of the issues that a lot of people who do hourly, like OBMs and stuff like that, VAs, they don't do that. So they're just like, okay, I work this much hours, and you're trying to chase invoices. You want to charge a flat monthly fee. If you're running a marketing agency, you want to charge a flat monthly fee for how many times, how many pieces of content. If you can do Facebook ads, typically Facebook ads managers charge like $2,000 a month, monthly. Okay. Any questions about that? All right. So Melissa, one of my clients, she got one of my students in Launch Your Online Agency. She joined the program. She started her agency. She was a social media manager at first, and she was struggling doing all the client work herself. And she used the systems that we teach for finding clients and hiring VAs. And she was able to grow to 8 clients and leave her job and replace her salary. All right, let's talk about sales. This is so important. You need really good sales skills. Sales isn't just about closing deals, it's about strategically choosing who you serve, how to reach them, and how to position your offer so it's a no-brainer to the right clients. There are 2 parts to this. Choosing the right clients who have the budget to pay premium, right? You want to make sure that you're focusing on established businesses, not startups, not people just like who have a hobby, okay? You're just going to waste your time. All right? You need established businesses with bigger budgets. You also need to articulate the value. So you need to know how to do a sales pitch, and you need to do it with confidence. And you need to know how to say your prices with confidence. That's very, very important. Okay. If you don't know how to articulate what your offer is or who it's for, then your clients will pass you by. And when you focus on established businesses, you avoid chasing those low-paying clients. It allows you to generate consistent income and grow your business with confidence. Okay. When you are able to communicate and sell and pitch your offers with the right sales scripts, you'll be able to book discovery calls with clients who already understand your value. So there's a whole process I teach. So there's 2 different ways to get clients. One of them is to build your, create a social media presence for your agency and put out content. That's one way. And the other way is to go to local networking events. Okay. Local networking events, very important. All right. So when you get a lead to book a discovery call with you, everything you say on the discovery call really, really matters. There's a whole script that I teach people in the program, but you have to guide the call and you have to lead the call. You don't want to treat it like an interview process where they just ask you questions. You have to be leading the conversation from the first minute. Okay. And so when you do this again, you're going to gain confidence in sales and pricing, and you'll be able to create really predictable income. The reason why people don't focus on sales, and I'm going to tell you something. I look, you have to get out there and just start selling your services. It's 2026. Let's go hard on this business. Let's go out there. Let's go reach out to people. Let's go to events. Let's go. You can do online networking. You don't have to leave your house if you don't want to. You can join online events. You can be part of referral programs. You can join. I don't know if you saw one of the interviews I did with one of my clients in my coaching program, and she does online networking and she does referrals with other people, right? So there's so many different ways you can do this, but you have to get serious about it. And you need to go out there and start selling. It's very, very important. Okay, any questions about this? All right, Chrissy, she joined my program, Launch Your Online Agency. She was able to focus. One of the things I focus with her on is just selling her services. She uses her Facebook profile to go live, to create content, to post, and to get people onto a sales call. You can use Instagram, you can use LinkedIn if you want to. You can even use YouTube. I have a lot of people contacting me about my services to YouTube as well. Or you can say, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do referrals, or I'm going to go and do in-person networking, right? So she was able to replace her teacher's salary with her social media agency. She focused on selling premium marketing services to high-paying clients. She was able to get enough clients to leave her full-time job as a teacher. All right, now number 3, this is also important, okay? Systems are the backbone of your agency. They're how your business runs smoothly without you doing everything manually. In this framework, there are 4 core agency systems you need to have. Number 1 is client onboarding. This is a step-by-step workflow that ensures new clients are welcomed, set up properly, and they know exactly what to expect from your agency. Number 2 is you need to have a system for hiring and vetting virtual assistants, a repeatable process to recruit, screen, and assign VAs to work on projects for your clients, okay? And then you need to have a good team onboarding, which is once you hire the VA, you need a system to introduce them to, introduce new team members to the client, the culture, expectations. You have to mentor them, you have to train them. And then you need to also have number 4, project management skills, a central system to organize everything, not just using, these apps, because let me tell you something too. Project management is not just you using Asana or ClickUp or Notion, because they're human beings, okay? And you have to understand how people think and what motivates people to do things. So you need a human-based system to stay on top of every single task, and you need to have a good check-in system, okay? There's different ways we do that. I do that in my agency, and I teach people how to do that inside of Launch Your Online Agency. I have a whole module on this whole system. This is what I'm talking about. You have to be a leader. You want to make 20K a month? You want to make 50K a month? You have to have the right systems, because you can go get clients and then you will just burn out. I'm just telling you from real life. This is what happened to me. Okay. You need to have the frameworks and systems to manage all the money you make. Okay. That's what a lot of people are not teaching you on social media. They're just like, oh, how to get clients, da, 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 and then you burn out. Okay. Okay, so without systems, your agency is going to feel chaotic and unscalable. You're going to end up constantly doing things manually that should be automated or delegated. Systems give you structure, consistency, and freedom, and they allow you to confidently grow your client roster and team without everything depending on you. Okay, the benefits are clients will have a smooth and professional experience from day one. Your team feels supported, clear, and productive. You spend less time micromanaging and more time growing the business. You create a business that can run without you. That's the most important thing. And you increase client retention, and they refer you to other people because they had a great client experience. This is how you have stable recurring revenue, because your clients feel like they're being taken care of, okay? And they're going to refer you to their friends. So you want to have that in place. All right. A lot of people don't do this because they're too busy working in the business to create systems to work on the business. They don't know where to start. A lot of people just don't know where to start. They just keep trying to do everything themselves manually. And they've actually never seen behind the scenes of a successful agency. So they just try to figure it out on their own. So Jean is one of our students of Launch Your Online Agency. She joined and she grew her VA business. She actually basically created all the systems that we teach you in the program, and her VAs were able to take over all of her client work. She actually started out as a solo freelance VA, and then I showed her how to build the systems, and then she grew an agency. All right. So if you take away one thing is you can actually grow a profitable service-based business with virtual assistants who do all of your client work. I've developed a three-step framework that makes it easy to start and grow your very own agency business. And I've outlined that system for you today. The big question is how can you apply this framework to grow your own agency and tap into the power of systems to create an asset that produces wealth? Okay, number one, you can waste your time and effort and try to do it alone, just trying to figure it out and wing it. Or choice number two, you can fast track your results with my step-by-step program, Launch Your Online Agency. All right, so Launch Your Online Agency is open right now for enrollment. And if you join today, you can get my mentoring for the next 12 months. This is a group coaching program, and it teaches you how to build a profitable agency business with all the systems from sales, marketing your business, hiring and vetting VAs, creating back-end systems, AI marketing, the whole thing. I teach you how to do project management and I give you all the templates you need to run your business. But not only that, look at the type of results my students are getting. Chris joined the program. She was able to get to 10K per month with a social media agency. She has virtual assistants who do all of her client work. Before she joined, she was working in a stressful 70 hours per week job. She took the course within 2 months. She made $8,000 and she focused on premium paying clients. She was providing social media and paid advertising, but she hired virtual assistants on the back end. Okay. Shannon, once again, I talked about her earlier. I want to talk about her again. She stayed home on. She used the templates and strategies to grow her business to 12K per month. Her business focuses on content creation and content writing. Okay. So it's not just, you can decide whatever services you want to offer. It doesn't matter. She was able to hire writers, other freelancers, and VAs to do this. And she was able to grow to six figures. All right. So when you join Launch Your Online Agency, just so you know, also want to tell you if anybody has any questions, yes, Franchelle, join us. So I want to let you know this is not a course where it is a course. We have a course. Okay. I'm going to show you the back end of the course. Okay. But it's a mentoring program. So when you join for the next 12 months, we're going to work together every single month. I'm going to mentor you. I'm going to answer your questions. I'm going to give you an action plan to start going out there and getting clients, and I'm going to support you. So let's say you go out there, you join the program, you get your first client, you're going to go into our community and you're going to post any questions you have. And then I'm going to show you what to do. Okay. So I'm going to be your coach for the next 12 months. And Catherine she's in my program. I mentor her. She's growing her AI consulting agency. Okay. So let's go. Who is ready? Comment below. I'm not playing, and I am a business coach. I'm going to push you because I want you to provide for yourself and your family, and I want you to have financial freedom without the headache and overwhelm, right? Trying to do everything yourself. So anybody who joins today, you're also going to get some bonuses. So number one, I'm going to put this in the chat. So if you go here, I'm going to go through the whole thing, answer all of your questions. So I just went ahead and put this inside the chat. You should see it here. Okay. So you can join here. I also put, you can just go here. If you go into the chat, there's a link right here. So here's how this works. You're going to get access to all of our course modules, right? Video trainings on how to set up grow your agency, how to package or price your services, find clients, templates, sales scripts, hiring SOPs to run your agency. You're going to get access to a private community to ask questions 24/7. Just go in there when you have a question and tag me. I'll answer you. Like, it's that simple. Okay. And you're going to get group coaching calls. We meet on Zoom. You have the community as well. You're going to get 1 year access to this. This is a 12-month program, like I said, because it's going to take you every single month. We have new activities for you to go and get the clients, and I give you all the scripts you need to go get those clients. Okay. You're going to get feedback. I want you to come into the program, put like your pricing packages in there. I'll give you feedback on your work. I'll tell you how much you need to charge. I can give you AI prompts to help you build out your pricing with AI as well. You're going to get access to all my Canva templates for your pricing scripts. I have a whole library of Canva sales scripts. Canva sales proposals, pricing scripts, client onboarding, welcome packets, like the whole shebang. We have everything. All right. So here's what you're going to create and achieve. You're going to learn how to attract premium clients, you're going to learn how to package and price your services. You're going to charge premium prices. You're going to create your own income stream and have a location independent business that gives you the freedom to live anywhere you really want at the end of the day. Okay. In module one, you're going to learn how to set up your agency for success. You're going to learn how to properly set up the structure, the website. Okay. So when it comes to your website, what I teach people to do is just have a one-page website to get started. We give you the website template. Okay. So we're going to give you Go High Level website templates. You can literally you can just put it into your Go High Level account. We'll show you how to set all that stuff up. And we're going to get you clear on your services and help you create pricing packages that are profitable. We're going to show you how to price your services. I'm going to give you real world examples for different types of services. We have all types of services: AI services, marketing, social media management, Facebook ads, web design, funnel building, customer service, virtual assistant services, project management services, OBM services, like any type of W service. We give you all the scripts for that. Okay. You're also going to get templates for pricing. And then we're going to show you in module 3, the whole module is about how to find clients. The whole module is dedicated to selling services, where to find people, sales scripts, follow-up examples, how to do social selling in the DMs. Number 4, module 4, we're going to show you how to build all the systems for your agency. You're going to get access to a library of SOPs. All the SOPs and processes I use in my agency, I'm just copying them and I put them all in this program. So you just, and the thing about it is, we're always making new processes. Like I just finished creating a new podcast, a whole podcast SOP, like how to help clients with their podcast. Like you'll get access to all those things, right? So you're going to learn how to manage multiple clients, how to properly onboard clients, and create workflows for service delivery. And then you're going to learn in module 5, this is very important. You need to know how to properly find virtual assistants when you're ready to outsource and vet them. And then you're going to learn how to manage everybody. Okay. So I'm going to give you all the templates on how to outsource, screen, and interview them, where to find and hire team members, templates for hiring and onboarding your VA team, project management as well. Okay. You're also going to get access to my whole SOP library, templates, the agency toolkit, client onboarding scripts, sales proposal template, client welcome letter, sample job descriptions, sales letters, email swipe files. And if you join right now on this live, you get access to our AI marketing system. You're going to learn how to train your team on how to use AI to create content for your brand and your clients' brands every single month. This way you could just set it and go. You don't have to be there every single, like if you just do this and then you're going to use a system we show you to check their work. We give you the prompts. We show you how to do that. So you'll get my agency's AI marketing workflow, the systems and tools we use. When you join, you also get access to Go High Level website templates. You get access to pre-designed agency websites and high level. We'll give you the whole thing, like the appointment discovery call workflow, the workflow for onboarding, the workflow for hiring people. You get the application. We have a whole application to hire virtual assistants and Go High Level. We're going to give you all that. You just have to plug it in and set it up, and it's ready to go. You don't have to overthink it. Okay. So what's the investment? If you join now, it's a 12-month program. The total price for the whole year is $19.50. You can take the payment plan. It's just 10 payments of $195 a month. So you can pay $195 today, 9 payments of $195 every month for 10 months. Or you can pay in full and you get a one-to-one coaching session with me. So if anybody wants to work with me one-to-one, this is your time. If you do the pay in full, you'll get access to everything I just said. Plus, we're going to do a call with me on Zoom, and I'm going to help you map out all your packages, your pricing, and your marketing plan and your sales plan. So you get someone to mentor you right there. I don't know about you, but sometimes I just like people to sit down with me and go through everything and help me privately. So you get that bonus. Okay. It's $19.50, or sorry, let's make sure I had to update it. It's 10 payments of $195. Okay. All right. So who is ready? Let's go. Yes, we work with people all over the world. From all over the world, we work with people. All right. So you pay in full, you get that one-to-one. All right. So let me know in the chat who's ready to go, and let's do it. All right. So here is when you come here, you see my page. Okay, this is the page. We're gonna raise the price to $2,500 this week. So this is the last time you could join this price. Cause I just give so much value, and we want people who are really committed. And I have a team that will be supporting you throughout this time. So we do plan to raise the price to 2,500. So if you join now, you can save over $500. Okay. So you join. We have all testimonies. You can see that. Just come here, click on enroll now. You can decide if you're going to do the payment plan for $195 a month, or if you want to pay in full, you get that one-on-one coaching call. And so you can come here. So click here. It'll take you to the payment page, and you just put in your info, and yeah, you're ready to go. As soon as you join, you're going to get an email right away to join our group. Let me show you the community that we have. You want to see that too? Let me make sure you guys can see that. Okay. Can y'all see this one? Share this tab. Oop. Stop. Hold on. Let me go ahead and share. We have a whole group. We have a separate group just for this, okay? So we have a dedicated group now. I'm going to show you really quick. Share screen. Okay, so this is the Launch Your Online Agency portal, okay? As soon as you join, you'll be able to come in here, and you'll get access to the course. So we have 5 modules. There's those scripts, workflows, so many. You just have a lot. There's a lot here. There's a lot to cover. But don't feel overwhelmed. I'm going to help you through everything. But this is like the agency toolkit, SOP, scripts, workflows. You get access to that. This is the core course, and then we have the client template libraries. These are really good for sales, marketing, pricing. We have a bunch of Canva templates that you can get access to as well. We also have we have content calendars. We have pretty much just everything. Everything you need is in here. So yeah. Is everyone else? Oh, is anybody having problems with that? Let me know if you need any help with that. Can you enroll now? Let me know. Oh no, let me go click on that. Sorry. Ugh, this is the worst time to have issues. um, I'm gonna just quickly. Okay, enroll now. Which one did you choose? Yeah, it should go there. It should automatically go there. I'll give you the checkout page. So I'm gonna put it right here if you want the checkout page. Yeah, it's way better, Fanchel. Let me know if you need this checkout page. So here is the checkout. I just went ahead and put it in the chat. Okay. Yes. Maybe too many people went there. All right. So let's talk. So any questions about yeah, Go High Level is definitely better for running an agency business. I highly recommend that you do that. Yeah, it's working now. All right, so let's go. So if you sign up now, I will onboard you to the program. So let me just go back into let me know if you sign up now while we're live, let me know, and then I'll show you around and walk you through everything. So when it comes to that, yay, awesome. Um, when it comes to that, we give you some guidance as far as like, where to get legal templates. We don't help you with taxes because that's out of my domain. So we can show you how to find somebody who's inexpensive to help you with the taxes. I use QuickBooks for taxes, but if you have like some basic questions, I can kind of help you with how to track everything. Just FYI, you're gonna get access to a template, which is a spreadsheet to track your income and expenses and how much you pay the team members. So it's like a cash flow projection. So when you join, that's what we give you. And because you're going to need this cash flow projection to make sure you have enough money to pay the team members, and you can track like your profit and your expenses. So I walk you through all that. So yeah, in some cases, kind of like some bookkeeping, you'll understand. And then When it comes to legal though, that's something that's out of my domain. I'm not an attorney, but I could refer you to resources where you can find someone to, if you need guidance on that, like small business resources for legal and that are built by law firms and attorneys. So that's what but I'm not an attorney and I don't do taxes. So yeah, so let's go into anybody have any questions? Let me know. I'm here. I'm here to help you. Just any questions. Questions about the program, questions about just you and growing your business. Um, Ask those questions so that we can support you. I want to support everybody regardless. Okay, so you're gonna let me just share the screen. Okay, time you get the core modules. We have the social. You're also going to get access to social media management. You're going to learn how to do social media campaigns as well. And we have Chat GPT and AI prompts. You also get access to the AI marketing. We show you how to use AI for your business. And we have monthly calls. If you can't make it live, you can get the live call replays. Another thing that you don't see in here that I'm planning to put in here is Facebook ads. So if anybody wants to start offering Facebook ads, I do have a Facebook ads course I'm planning to put in here. So you'll see that soon. All right, any other questions? Anything you have about just growing your business or you wanted to ask me? Yay, awesome. Well, let me know once you sign up, comment below and let me know who's joined us. I'd like to see whoever's joined. You can also ask questions in the group, okay? So you can ask questions. We have monthly calls as well. So I want you to go in there, ask whatever questions you want. So the deal is this, like, the so here's the deal. If you want to do a one-on-one call, we can do up to 90 minutes. I typically go from like an hour to 90 minutes for the private one-to-one bonus if you want to do that. I like to just make sure you have whatever you need, okay? I'm like I am here to help you. I'm not one of these people that you pay and then you only get like 20 minutes. We can do up to 90 minutes to help you get everything settled, your pricing, your systems, everything you need. So I want to help you yeah, so it's typically an hour minimum, but if you need 90 minutes, we can go past. We can go to 90 minutes. All right, let's go. Super excited. All right, anybody else? What other questions do you have about this business model? I think we had somebody, I think Franchelle asked, did somebody else ask a question? Let's go, Franchelle. I want to mentor you. You are super smart. I know you could do this. Let's do it. You have the basics. We just have to go get the clients now. I think if you join, I would definitely want to look at your website. I want to look at your pricing and help you figure out maybe we have to change the messaging in what you're saying. So let me know. Yeah, so let me know what other questions. Y'all are so quiet. We still have 30 people on here. Yes, yay! Mary, you joined us. Woo, 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 woo. I love it. I'm so happy you joined. All right, check your email so you can get access to the program. You're going to get an access with a link to join the school group as well. I love this. So excited. Yay! Woohoo! All right, let's go. Okay, so she said, I had a good thing before. I got clients that made good money, but then I took a break after having my second child, and now I'm building. Yeah, I mean, it's I get it. Like I've had that before, and so we'd love to have you in the program. I can help you rebuild and get the momentum back up. You know, I don't know about you, but I have, even myself, I hired a coach to help me. I believe that if you're gonna be an entrepreneur a long time, you have to work with a coach. You need to hire someone to keep you like going. Like I'm not telling you just because of me. I'm saying I hire a coach. I have a coach that I meet with, and like I'm in a coaching programs because I need that. You need like your mindset has to get the mentorship. You need to be pushed. You need to, okay, This is what we're going to do this month. This is what we're going to do for the next couple of weeks. Like you need that because life can get you down. Let's keep it real. Life can get you down. Okay. Your energy, if you have kids or you have family obligations. So we need that community. So you'll be able to join a community if you join the program and just really, get the help you need. Um, my only question about the business model is how do you overcome the clients that want to work with someone local and opposed to a VA? So here's the deal. You can hire local VAs if you want. It's totally up to you. Um, but you also have to just say no. Like if they're like, no, 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 we want to work with someone who's in the same city. Um, so it just depends, Amy. Are you trying to do a VA agency? So if you're doing a VA agency and your whole thing is that you just place people with the businesses, then just find the clients that don't care because the thing about it is you're saving them money by having somebody who's virtual. You see what I'm saying? So if they want somebody local, they're going to have to pay more money. So give them what they want and charge them you know, like a part-time employee, which would be a lot of money. Whereas if they get a VA who's not local, they can save the money. So one of the reasons why businesses hire a virtual assistant agency is because it's less money. You get to save money. You see the mentality? Yeah. All right. Awesome. All right. Yeah. So let's do it and let's get in here. I got another sale. Woohoo. Yes, Victor. Woohoo. Welcome. So happy you joined us. Check your email for the information to join the the, the course. All right. You're gonna get access to a school group. Okay. So everybody who just joined, check your email to join the school group, and you just have to join. And when you join the school group, this is a separate school group. So I just want to say one thing. This is a separate school group that's separate from any other. Like some of you have been in some of my other programs. This is a dedicated agency group. That's all we talk about, just how to grow an agency. Like, because I really just told myself this year, I want to work with people who are serious about building generational wealth and having freedom. I want to think with higher level thinkers, people who think long term, strategic. And I find that when you get away from this, oh, I just want to be a freelancer and just get they're not really serious about it. That's really the truth. They're not really serious about it. And so I am just super excited. And when you join, you're going to get access to a separate group. We're going to be mentoring. I'm going to be mentoring you. I'm going to be helping you every month. And this is like, I took some time in December to think about what do I really love the most. I love working with people who are so dedicated, who are so invested in themselves because they show up and they do the work and they take it serious. So, yay, yay, yay. And I want to tell you something too. Everybody's business is different, okay? So, like, I want to say this. I'm trying to say, how do I say this? You may decide you want to do AI automation. Somebody else, no, Amy may want to just do real estate virtual assistants. Crystal may come and say, I want to do social media, I want to do Facebook ads. And so it doesn't matter the service you offer because we're going to, so just so you know, I run Facebook ads. So I'm going to be putting the Facebook ads training in there. So you'll learn how to do Facebook ads, social media marketing, and build out all the systems. And with AI, like with ChatGPT and there's other AI tools, we actually teach you with the program how to use them. So a lot of this stuff that I used to do manually when I first started years ago, thank God that, I'm just happy to God that he made, he gave us this technology because I can get work done so much faster now, like it's amazing. All right, awesome. Did you sign up? Let's go. Crystal. All right, I hope I seen you come in here. Let's go, Crystal. Yes. Oh, you went and watched all my YouTube videos? That's why I love YouTube. Did you is that what you're saying? I have a lot of videos. I love to make videos. Actually, I want to tell you something too. I'm getting people who are sending me so on the YouTube channel I talk about different topics, right? So some of the topics I've been talking about were like AI, and I'm getting people who now from finding me on YouTube and they want to hire the agency to set them up with AI and do marketing. So I love YouTube and I think that we should be on it. Excuse me. All right. Any other questions? Or what do you have? Let me just look at what I'm just here like just to help everybody. So any other question? I want to do faceless marketing. Okay, yeah, you can do it. Are you saying you want to do faceless marketing for yourself or for your clients? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Um, all right, we got somebody coming in. Amazing. Approved. All right, welcome everybody here. So happy we're all in to here together. All right, anything else that you all have a question about or any questions about the program? What's included, what's not included? Any questions, let me know. All right, also, I started using StreamYard. I need to go check Facebook too, see if anybody is come on, talk to me. Come on, let's just talk. Like talk to me. What's going on? What's going on? I don't know. Like one thing I want to talk about is like um the mind like I think 2026 I told we have a Facebook group that I has just started, and in the group I asked everybody, what's your word for the day? Like what's going to be your word? And I put my word as consistency because I want to dedicate myself to being consistent on hold on. I want to dedicate myself to being consistent on YouTube. So what I want to ask you, let me know what is your word? What is your word for this year? What do you really want to focus on? Some people said a few different things in the group. I'm going to share. And let's all motivate each other. Um, some people said they let's see what they said. Someone said joy first. Somebody said their word is boundaries for 2026. Somebody said execution for 2026. Momentum, direction. These are all great things. What is your word? Let me know in the chat here. All right. So if we don't have any other questions, then okay. Let's see who else. I was asked this other day, and I said optimistic. My word is grow. Love this. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna I have a day too. I'm planning to go live tomorrow. So tomorrow I plan to talk about the importance of building out these systems. And I'll talk more about the systems and this really the CEO systems you need to build the infrastructure to build an asset that can run without you. That's the mindset shift you need to have, okay? So I'll talk about that. Let me know in the chat what else you want to talk about. I can also talk about pricing. I'll probably talk more little bit about pricing tomorrow. And then I'm also going to be sharing some success stories of people who did really well. But just a reminder, the price of LYOA will go up this week. So make sure you get in now and lock it in. All right. All right. See you later. And welcome to all the people who signed up. I'm super excited. I'm so happy. Take care. Bye bye.